I grew up in Bessemer, Alabama. When I graduated back in I went right into the Air Force. Spent 6 years in the Air Force, going through different bases. Went to the Philippines, went to Hawaii. That was okay. I went to Maryland, worked at NSA for 3 years. I wanted to get into communications, but at the time, the communication job field wasn't open for me. So I took radio communications analyst specialist, which is basically I was helping out spy planes. I was giving support to spy planes, and that's why I got my opportunity at NSA. But while I was at NSA, I got an internship. And this is one thing you'll hear me stress over and over again, the importance of an internship and the importance of relationships that you must have in order to gain access into your career and to grow in your career as well. When I was at NSA, since I had an internship at Fox 45 in Baltimore, they wanted to start a new newscast. All right, I said, okay, I want to go into journalism. I did journalism when I was in high school. I'm doing a little journalism at Fox 45, my internship while I'm going to school. That's cool. So they wanted to say, you know what, we want to be like World News Tonight at NSA, or we want to be like, you know, the nightly news. But we're sick and tired of giving the boring briefings to the president, to the CIA, the FBI, the Joint Chiefs of Staffs, so on and so on. So they said, you know what, Mike, you're doing some of this journalism stuff. You know, you can come in and help us out, teach us how to write it, you know, put it in broadcast form. Great opportunity for me. Went in, started doing it, and I was seen by the president, CIA, FBI. But of course, I can't take those tapes out because they're highly classified, so I didn't have a tape to give. When I got out of the service, I had sent out 75 tapes for my internship. 75. 75, and you guys even know what tapes are these days? Back in the day, we had these big 3/4 inch tapes. You know what a 3/4 inch tape is? Anybody communication students at all? No, not at all. It's yeah, you remember. It's like a big Betamax. It's like almost as big as this computer. We had to put my resume on that tape, and I had to actually send it out, U.S. mail. Sent out 75 of those suckers. 75. I got 4 callbacks. I got 1 call back from this lady in Billings, Montana. Yeah, I sent them all to Billings, Montana, everywhere. I was trying to get a job anywhere. Billings, Montana. She said, you know, next time you send a tape, make sure it's something on it. Big mistake. Because it got erased. I didn't check the tape. I didn't do my job. I didn't do what I was supposed to do to get the job. So she wanted to give me that advice, make sure there's something on it. Got another call back from this guy in North Carolina. I still remember his name, Chris Justice. I remember Chris Justice. He just said, dude, we don't have a job opening for you, but when you did that highlight, because it was the Summer Olympics, it was back in the 94 Summer Olympics. I did a highlight of, it was a Chinese team, and I did something that was kind of wacky and kind of crazy. He said, man, that was just a great highlight. I just want to let you know. I'm like, but you ain't got a job for me? No, I ain't got a job for me. Okay. Third one from this lady in Colorado who just wanted to critique my tape. She just wanted to critique my tape. She was just, you know, had just graduated from college. She was a news director, executive producer there, and she just wanted to give me some advice. Okay, this is where you stand. You start off with your stand-ups. You give me a montage here. You put some reporting packages here if you want to be a reporter. You put some anchoring stuff here if you want to be an anchor. Blah 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 blah. I say, but you know, what about that job? Nah, you didn't get the job. You was third, but you didn't get the job. But I just want to give you that feedback. Keep on doing. See something in you. Man, 75 tapes now, 75 of them. I got 3 callbacks. None of them are really good. I got the 4th callback. Once again, I was working in Maryland at NSA. Guy in Hagerstown, Maryland called me. Bob Borngesser, I'll never forget him. That was 70 miles away from us in Hagerstown. He said, hey, Mike, saw the tape. And I'm like, okay, what are you going to criticize? You going to tell me what I need to do wrong, right next time? Did I even have something on the tape? He's like, really like your stuff. Wonder if you can come in for an interview. Man. Now, mind you, I'm about to get out of the military here. It was early January 1995. And I'm giving myself away now. January 1995. I'm discharging from the military February 6th. I'm married. I got to have a job. I'm looking and I'm so focused on broadcasting that I have no other options when I get out of the military on February 5th. So, okay, go in January. The day I have to go to Hagerstown, Maryland, huge snowstorm, and I'm driving myself. I'm like, I'm making it there. And thank God I had a 4x4. I got through that snow. I left early in the morning. I was supposed to be there at 8:30. I left Baltimore, Maryland at 5 o'clock in the morning. It usually takes about an hour to get there. I left at 5 o'clock in the morning. I got there at 7:30 through the snow. I show up. He's like, man, I'm surprised you even showed up. I didn't think you was going to make it. I thought you was going to say there was nothing in the world that was going to keep me from this opportunity because I wanted that much. And it impressed him. And the day that I discharged from the military, go in, first sergeant, hey, what are you going to do with your life? Yeah, I'm trying to get into this broadcasting thing. I think me and my wife are going to go move my brother. Maybe I'll go push some carts to Costco or something like that until I can get a job. It's like, oh, well, good luck. Take discharge papers, go back to my boy's house, go to sleep for a minute because I'm kind of depressed now. I don't have a job. Phone rings 2 hours later. Bob One guest, hey, Mike, thanks for coming in. Really like you. And I'm like, oh, man, holding my breath, wondering, man, is he going to tell me that I didn't get the job, but he liked it and all that stuff? He said, if you want to come down here, we got a job opening for you. 2 hours after I discharged from the military, my first job in broadcasting. Give it up for me. But what I'm saying is, I told you that story because of the perseverance to get through it, the perseverance to overcome obstacles, the perseverance to overcome these blockades that are going to be in your way throughout your career. Not necessarily when you graduate from college. Just to get that first job, just to get that first opportunity is going to be tough. But once you get that first job, once you get that first opportunity, trying to drive and navigate through the other opportunities that are within that career field are going to be tougher because it narrows down, because now you're part of best of the best and you're trying to make it to the top.